What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Y'all, there were so many drops this week. Was I able to get everything I wanted? No, I didn't. I wasn't able to get any of the Mirror Me dolls, a new line by MGA. They're giving me Rainbow High vibes, but I'll just have to wait to check those out when they are back in stock. But I was able to get the new Miley Cyrus Barbie. On Mattel Creations, this doll has a suggested retail price of $60. We can see the doll on 3 of the sides in the box, as well as the top. It says Miley Cyrus across the front and Barbie's signature at the bottom. On the back of the box, there is a large picture of Miley Cyrus. The only way to achieve true authentic beauty is from the inside out. Miley Cyrus. On the bottom of the box, it says, Barbie honors the achievements of pop icon and artist Miley Cyrus. The world first discovered Miley's star power with her breakthrough teen role in a 2000s sitcom. Over the next 2 decades, she became one of the biggest pop icons worldwide, delivering chart-topping hits such as her self-love anthem, Flowers. Passionate about social causes, Miley has used her voice to advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, celebrate women in all their diversity, and more, cementing a lasting legacy. The Miley Cyrus Barbie doll captures an eye-catching, reimagined look inspired by imagery from Something Beautiful's Golden Burning Sun. Let's get this doll out of the box for a closer look. We get a certificate of authenticity letting us know this is a black label doll. We get a doll stand and a doll. Hello, cheekbones. This doll is dressed in all black faux leather, wearing a jacket with a belt. It has a silver buckle and a hood. It's finished all the way around and has details at the shoulder. We have to undo the belt to remove the faux leather jacket. She has a black faux leather bralette underneath. It velcros in the back. It's paired with fitted faux leather pants that also velcro in the back. She wears black heels with a strap around the ankle. There's a small split in the back, which makes it a little easier for them to be removed. She comes with sunglasses and a silver-colored microphone. This doll has brown hair with lighter highlights. The hair might need a little attention out of the box. She has bangs with some product. Some of the hair is cut shorter on the sides, and she has a center part. Let's remove some of the thread holding the hair down and see if we can just comb those shorter pieces into her hair. This doll has blue eyes, brown and white eyeshadow with black eyeliner, a pink lip color. We can see her teeth. I think it's a beautiful face sculpt in Miley Cyrus's likeness. This doll has the Gigi body type, so she can move at the head, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, and knee. Her skin tone looks like it might be similar to the Margot Robbie Barbie. I'm gonna try this Barbie. I think it was one of the yoga Barbies. So let's put the head on the new body. And the match looks pretty good. The clothes still fit, and now she has more articulation. I totally love the new face sculpt. I'm not in love with the shorter cut pieces of hair in the front, but I understand that this is an inspired look, and we can totally try to work with it. But with a price tag of $60, coming with a made-to-move body would have been nice. Okay, I saw online that Peach Riot was releasing a new collection on July 3rd, so I took a trip to the store. I went to Pop Mart at Cumberland Mall, excited to see the new Peach Riot collection, Power Chords. Y'all, I wrote this into my schedule. I've been counting down the days, but I did not pay attention to availability, and my store didn't have them. These little cuties weren't in stock either. I definitely have feelings about this, but now I know to check ahead before making the drive. But since I'm here, I might as well add to my Punk Fairy collection. I have been enjoying this collection, even though I've already gotten a set of doubles. But I've gotten a cute Poppy with a Daisy and Frankie with fairy wings. I haven't found a Gigi yet, so I wouldn't mind that. And I think Frankie Moonrise is too cute. So let's open it up and see which one we got. This box is pretty light, so I'm thinking it's going to be one of the ones without like a mushroom or a tree stump to sit on. We have a guitar, individually wrapped, that requires some assembly. And then there's another bag with the figure inside, and it is Gigi. And she has little elf ears. Her hair is styled into 2 buns with little flowers. She wears a green dress and tall green boots. We get a stand to display our figure and a card letting us know this is Gigi Sweet Pea. Standing around 5 inches tall, we now have one of each character from this collection. I did pick up 2 boxes. This one feels a little heavier. Oh, they put the little Pop Mart tape right over the thing. So let's open it up and see which one is inside. Oh no, this totally feels like a double. Or rather, a triple. Y'all, it's Poppy Acorn again. No. That makes 3. But their box was a lot heavier than the other ones, so I'll just keep that in mind for next time. Because knowing me, there will be a next time. And y'all, Moonspell Magic by Monster High was released this week. I am very excited for this one. We're getting the Monster High vibe with normie skin tones and a little bit of magic. I was able to buy all 5 characters, but only 1 showed up. The other 4 were delayed, but that just means we get to give all of our attention to one doll, Ray Lumia. Check out that box art. So we are checking out Moonspell Magic by Monster High. In the packaging, we can easily see the doll and a few included accessories. On the back of the box, we can see an illustration of all the characters. I am totally loving the witch theme, and I am so excited to see all of the dolls. But right now, it is time for Ray Lumia to shine. The box gives us information about her character. Ray Lumia is a sun witch, channels the sun to radiate light and warmth. Her magic essentials are a sunbeam candle and a sunshine spellbook. And her spell binding skill is that she lights up every room. Let's get this doll out of the box for a closer look. Out of the box, she is wearing a hairnet that we have to remove. She has all this pink curly hair, and I'm just gonna spend a little time fluffing it up. This doll has a center part. The front is pulled up into 2 small ponytails. Her edges are painted with 2 shades of brown. Her skin has a little bit of a shimmer to it. She has lavender eyeshadow with a little shimmer on the lid. Her eyelashes are black and orange. She has orange freckles and a berry lip color where the bottom is a little lighter. Her eyes are brown with a little sparkle in them. She wears lavender sun earrings. Are they removable? Yes. Yes, they are. If we look closely, we can see little faces in them. She comes with a large hat. You can see a sculpted sun on the top. Underneath, there are painted details and a little comb, so we can attach it to the doll. That's a pretty cool idea. It's helping the hat to stay in place. She has a matching purse with a sun on it. It doesn't open, but she can wear it on her shoulder. She wears a black sheer top with wide sleeves. It's decorated with gold foil, suns, moons, and stars. It's finished all the way around. It's attached to a purple bodice with black stitching. It's all one piece and velcros in the back. She wears a pink faux denim skirt with black stitching and yellow suns. It has a large pleat in the center, is finished all the way around, and also velcros in the back. She has boots that match her purse. They have a chunky heel and sculpted details. We can see a sun on the back. Oh, and on the front. She comes with a gold-colored chain belt on top, a plastic book that says Book of Sun Magic. The front cover is decorated, and there are some molded details that give it some nice texture. We get a pink perfume or potion bottle and a lavender candle on a black stand with a pinkish flame. I am curious about the color of the flame, like will that be explained? But this accessory does have lots of sculpted details. We get a cauldron with the sun on it. According to the box, we have to add water for a reveal. I hope I don't make a mess, but yeah, something's happening. And little sun is coming up. And there is a necklace. Oh, don't spill. Looks like there's a necklace right on top. We have a pink necklace with a sun on it. Kinda looks like crystals. This doll is articulated with movement at the head, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, and knee. Even though you can't really see that. There you go. Knee. Her body type looks similar to Claudine's. She even has the same sculpted Monster High undies. Speaking of Monster High, I do have a new Cleo that I've been dying to take out of the box. This is Monster High Self-Scare Secrets, where we see the ghouls with themed accessories. We've got pretty simple paperboard packaging, and here is the doll. It's Cleo with vibrant blue hair. It has a little bit of a wave to it. We get a few blonde highlights and no tinsel. She has pretty dramatic eye makeup, a shimmery brown lip color. She's looking to the side, comes dressed in a fuzzy crop top, has a snake necklace, wears sparkly blue shorts with gold fringe. Love that detail. She has fabric leg warmers and shoes with painted details. The leg warmers look kind of like wraps. I think they're a super cute detail. And check out the back of her wedges. This doll can move at the head, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Can she move at the chest? No. Can she move at the chest? Oh yeah, she can. Cleo can move at the hip and the knee. We get a few accessories, like a cosmetic case or a makeup box. It has painted details on the front. And let's see. Ooh, it opens. And there are brushes and stuff inside. Looks like an eyelash curler that moves, eyeliner, a gold paintbrush, a makeup brush. Oh, and this might be a cap for the eyeliner. We get a sticker sheet and 2 paper bags. In one bag, we find a makeup palette. There's a printed image of Cleo's reflection in it, so we can make it look like we're looking over her shoulder while she's putting her makeup on. Looks like we have a pottery wheel and a card with instructions. Let's open the second bag so we can follow the instructions to make another accessory. We have a scarab beetle that we can open, and inside we have a little applicator. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cool. There's a face mask that we can place on the doll. It's made of fabric, so it's reusable. We get a copper color phone case with a picture of Cleo on the other side recording a video. We get a phone stand and a ring light to hold her cell phone so she can be hands-free. I think this is a cute setup. I love Cleo. I really like all the details on the makeup palette. However, both eyes are closed. But hey, maybe she's just that good. The shimmer on Cleo's skin is very similar to what I'm seeing on Moonspell Magic. And I'm loving this extension of the Monster High universe. And I can't wait till my other dolls arrive. Overall, we might have had a few hiccups, but I am very happy with today's finds. And I want to say thank you for joining us while we checked out a few dolls. Let us know in the comments down below if any of these dolls were a buy or a pass. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at My Froggy Stuff and Bella of My Froggy Stuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!